Hello guys, it's Kwai, back at it again. I've been chewing gum, picking my feet, and just looking at stuff on the internet. I've been really bored these months, and I just got back to college after dropping out, which I'm gonna make a video of in a few days or something. And it's been stressing. Honestly, it's just been stressing. Life right now, it's just not it. The political stuff going around the world, the economy going to shit. It's been boring and stressful. I end up doing nothing, and I just feel like I did a marathon. But I've just been looking out my window and just ignoring the world around me and just listen to video game OSTs. Mostly Pokemon. I love Pokemon. But this time, I wasn't gonna cry anymore. I was actually just gonna go buy a 2DS to get all of the real deal of the 3DS. I actually bought it a little cheap, like $105, and it came with the original charger. But, why am I telling you this? Why do you need to know all of this? Well, let me tell you. It's important. Because I feel like a lot of content creators are lying to people just for the sake of it. But let me introduce you to the Nintendo 2DS, which is a console that came out back in 2013. Man, we've come a long ass way. But basically, this was an addition to the 3DS family. Many people get it as a joke, but this could play 3D games and 2D games with, the 3DS and the 2DS. It's been sort of a shadow conversation in the fandom about the 2DS. Why? Well, because no one takes it seriously still. I mean, everyone puts it in their videos like, oh yeah, this is part of the 3DS family, but this is kind of the 3DS family. You got the 3DS XL, the 3DS, and you got the 2DS right there, right? No one's gonna pick that. No one's gonna pick that. It's a guy you wouldn't want to choose for your basketball team. I have a lot of experience with that. That's why I actually have trauma till this day. So, if you don't buy a 2DS, man, you will be making me cry. Jokes aside, this is one of the last steps to actual freedom and happiness. Because would you rather spend $200 on a really cool machine, or would you rather spend $80 and be happy and have money on your bank account? But there will be people telling you like, nah man, nah, the 3DS is worth it, man, you gotta buy it. And to that I say, not really. I feel like maybe if it was like during COVID or something like that, maybe it would have been worth it. But there has just been many spikes to the 3DS. It's just been so up and going with price. And that is totally one of the reasons I bought the 2DS. Because I'm fucking broke. I'm broke as hell. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And it's just a really good entry level to what the 3DS was. It's sort of a time capsule. Not just for 3DS, but also DS games. You can also play, SNES, Game Boy. But for me, honestly, this is my 3DS and DS machine only. Because, it's part of the family type thing, and it has the same, it says the same wiring, whatever. So it's the same kind of system because of the similarities between their builds. I also play a little bit of Game Boy Advance here and there. I have played Minish Cap, and it's pretty great. The 2DS is so comfortable. It doesn't matter what other content creators say, that, I just got the new 3DS XL. It's a pretty fine console. When you can get a 2DS, and you get everything. You literally get everything. It's sort of a really cheap way to have the ride of your life. What do you want? A $5 million car that, you get the best experience driving? Or you want a piece of shit that you can just buy for $2K and, drive it until it fucking breaks down? I feel like I would go with the second option. All time. No questions. The modding community has done a great job into keeping the 3DS family and ecosystem alive. I think it's one of the consoles that would go down in history as the console that lived the most, I would say, because it's so much different than any other console that has ever happened to be created. I mean, we can talk about the Xbox 360 or PS3, and I'm guessing some of their servers of their video games are still on, and you can still sort of, play here and there. But the 3DS is so much different because it was part of a lot of people's childhoods. So it kind of shows a lot that people really wanted to keep this console alive by any means possible. It even has its own like servers up after Nintendo shut down theirs, which is just crazy that people go up to those points to keep playing, keep being engaged with the community that they love. It's something really inspiring, and I wish for that to happen to the Switch 1 and Switch 2 after, they're inevitably gone and switched up for something else. You know the pun I did there. But yeah, it's a great thing to see, and I think it's a great thing to be part of in today's time. With, time passing and the Nintendo Switch 2 releasing, some people have been really down with it. I feel like the price of the console of the Switch 2 is fine enough. I think the only problem is really the pricing on the games and accessories. I don't know what would your guys' comments be on that. I'm really curious to know what you guys feel, and who knows? Maybe that could be another video. But yeah, I feel like this console really brings a lot of hope into, Nintendo fans. But also it could bring hope for a lot of people. People who haven't been back to these amazing franchises like Mario, like Pokemon, like, for example, Final Fantasy, Persona, and many other game franchises that maybe people don't play that much anymore. I feel like for me the 2DS is my childhood console. It feels like I never really lost it. It feels like it's always been there, It's just been stuck in my cabinet for years. It feels naturally a part of me. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, about my obsession with the 2DS. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. And if you like it, please let me know and comment whatever you want. Also subscribe if you can. Yeah, so if you can, just do it. Thank you. Bye bye.